Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Cancers, my fellow Cancers. I just want to tell you guys how much I absolutely love and adore each and every one of you. This is going to be a blend of readings. This is going to be your new moon in Cancer, because then we have another new moon in Cancer on July 20th. But your first new moon in Cancer reading, your summer solstice reading, and your solar eclipse reading all sort of rolled in one. So I hope you like it. I was just reading about, the sun entering Cancer as well on June 20th, and saying, the next generation, what I was reading is saying the next generation is initiated and nurtured by the waters of the Mother Earth, as she marries heaven, as the triumphant sun of the summer solstice draws the waters within the body of nature to their height. I absolutely love that. I don't know if I just read that right. The next generation is initiated and nurtured by the waters of the Mother Earth marries heaven as the triumphant sun of the summer solstice draws the waters within the body of nature to their height. Now, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now and a lot of crazy energies, but I thought that was what I'm going to leave it with you guys for this reading, for this new moon reading. That's the message, okay? Earth marries heaven as the triumphant sun of summer solstice draws the waters within the body of nature to their height. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading, you guys. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and our ascended masters to deliver the messages that we need to hear. That we need to hear from my beautiful, lovely Cancer water babies, my crabs. I love you guys so much. So much. For all the love and support you give this channel, but just for being you. Just for being you. All right. I am using the Mermaid Tarot. And then I'll be clarifying with Oracle cards. Cancers, yep. You guys are passionate about something or someone. This is good. I like it. But there's a little bit of sadness here. All right. So your overall energy is the King of Cups. Not surprised. This is your energy. King of Cups can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. King of Cups is a visionary. He's an artist. He's a nurturer. He's divine masculine. He is that person that, you can turn to, that will always offer you a shoulder to cry on. He's artistic. He's musical. He's very creative. He's very psychic, and he's also very grounded. He's very comfortable in his emotions. All right. And just take a look at that. Not so bad. So is that you, or that someone that you're energetically attached to, or you're observing, or is in your environment? It's nice energy. Now, Cancer, you guys are coming out as the Va-Va-Voom, the Ace of Wands. This is energy. This is ether. This is optimism. This is excitement. This is something you cannot ignore. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a hard time ignoring this King of Cups, right? So some of you guys, this is a passionate new relationship. This is energy to start a new project that you're emotionally invested in, that you're going to watch, go the long haul, go in it for the long haul, because we do also have that King of Pentacles in there, success, being comfortable with what you've built or what you have built. What's blocking you from growing right now, though, we have this Knight of Cups in reverse. Now, the Knight of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy as well. And you can see here this, he's holding, and he's like looking into this cup. He's really getting in touch with what he wants to commit to, his emotions and his psychic abilities. And he's all about movement. They're about energy. This is something that I think that was coming towards you, but then kind of stopped. One of the things for me with this card, the Knight of Cups energy, is somebody who can be a little bit of a player, or somebody who's not emotionally, not in touch with their emotions or what they really want. So it's somebody who's, who is in love. It can be like this in love with love type feeling until they find that right person. So that could be you, or it could be, a relationship that you were dealing with. I feel like for us water signs, this energy in reverse is really can create, heartbreak and trauma for, for those of us who like commitment. And I feel like there was some sort of sense of betrayal here. With this in reverse, it could also represent something that you were you were gung-ho about. You were all about this. You were into it. And for some reason, it doesn't necessarily have to be a third party situation. It could be time, it could be distance, it could be your lives moving in different directions. But for some reason, that passion ran out or was taken out of this situation, right? It could be illness as well. It could be many different things. I am picking up, though, that this is sort of like a very physical, romantic type reading, but you guys can also apply these messages to work, to your spiritual journey. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Now, the next card out is what knowledge you need to gain in order to help you cultivate your intentions. This is the Four of Cups. This is that someone or something is coming towards you. Now, as soon as I saw this, I thought this is the cup that's being offered to you. Somebody may have let you down. You may have had a situation that didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And I know this is really crass because nobody out there is trash, but one man's trash is another man's treasure. And you kind of might have given up on love or on work or whatever the situation is for you. But somebody is picking up this cup that you thought was empty and they've filled it back up. But Spirit really wants you to make sure that you're paying attention, that you're emotionally available. Some of you might be drowning your sorrows. Some of you might have gone through a breakup. But Spirit's saying, you know what, just make sure you're looking around because somebody wants to come in and offer you something that's pretty spectacular. Pretty spectacular. And she's not only, she's coming from these watery depths. This is somebody that you can trust. This is somebody who's emotionally available. And what I'm picking up here too, this person is earthbound. Okay, so we get that King of Pentacles here. And she's from the water. And the stuff that she can show him, it's going to blow his mind. She's from a different place. Okay, and she has that ability. What I'm picking up here, she has that ability to take him by the hand and pull him under, but in a good way, and show him the beauty that she knows. And so for some of you, I really want you to take that to heart. There might be somebody who's approaching you that might be totally different. They could be from a foreign land, or they could be at a distance from you, or they just could be totally different than what you normally go for. And again, this doesn't have to be love. It could be, a job or something like that. But the lessons that this person is going to learn and that feeling of love that they're going to regain, that whatever they lost here with this previous sort of situation, that's been holding them back. So don't drown your sorrows. This King of Cups, he does sort of have this ability. Thankfully, he's not in the reverse, right? When he's in the reverse, he can be, somebody who maybe is drinking too much or sort of avoiding pain or dealing with a certain situation through, drugs or alcohol or just sort of any sort of avoidance. And Spirit saying, don't do that, because there's something that's really spectacular here for you guys. Really, really spectacular. The next card out is what intentions you should set in order for you to grow. And so I kind of flipped these two cards by accident, but Spirit's saying to keep going. And the intentions that you need to set, King of Pentacles, stepping into your power, being proud of everything that you've done. And, learning, healing, life, love, all of this is a major process. And when we look for instant gratification, like this Knight of Cups, we tend to lose, right? And that's in anything. That's in love. That's in, that's in healing, right? So sometimes, I know I mentioned this a lot and it's personal, but I oftentimes, when I was trying to heal certain wounds that I've carried around for a long time, I would intellectualize my feelings and be like, okay, done, I'm healed. Right? And then when you actually really heal it, it's a long sort of painful process and it comes out and it's confusing. And, for me personally, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I thought I healed this. I thought I was over this, and so I think this is just a reminder and a testament to the fact that, patience and taking time is what's going to help you build something stable and something long-lasting, which is what I'm picking up on, is what you want. It's what this King of Cups wants. There's this passion, this energy, and this creativity. There's this really sort of visceral attraction point here as well. Now, what positive energy will come out during this phase? You get the Hierophant in reverse. So the Hierophant in reverse, as you guys know, for some of us, this represents a marriage, and some of you guys, you're getting out of a marriage, and this is really the breakup scenario that I'm picking up on here, or a long-term relationship, or a job, some sort of a contract. It can be verbal or nonverbal. I mean, it can be, you know, verbal or written contract. So take it how it resonates. For some of you guys, this is the best thing, right? Because it's been creating sadness and sorrow, and it's sort of just had you imbalanced emotionally. And you might have invested a lot of time and energy into this person or into this career or something like that. But for others of you, this is really awesome, because this is you really stepping into your spirituality, no longer willing to accept doctrine. Like, you need to go and figure it out for yourself. You need to feel it. You need to know it. And that's really your true wisdom. I'm picking up on that Hanged Man energy, which is Neptunian energy, which right now we have going in retrograde in Pisces, so it's kind of happy, but it's also retrograding. So like really getting in touch with, you know, the sacrifices that you have made, the sacrifices that you're willing to make to be happy, to trust to go after this passion, to find that balance, to, I feel like, learn the ways of this, you know, this mermaid, you know, that's coming up to you, you know, that's going to change. That's just, it's a change in perspective, and it's no longer following society's rules and values. So it's not being a total hedon, you know, or it's not totally being gluttonous or anything like that. But I think some of you might have felt like entrapped by a certain situation, or by what you thought you were supposed to be doing, or what people told you, what their expectations of you were, and it wasn't aligning with you. So I see this as a really positive card there. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some energy oracle for you guys. I like it, Cancer. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. You know, and I love this blend of earth and water, okay? For some of you guys, it's finding that sort of perfect person, somebody who's emotionally available, and then they're also stable. So finding that rock or that anchor, or you being that for somebody else. And remember, just the perfect amount of water with the perfect amount of earth creates fertile ground to create whatever you want. As long as there's that passion, that energy to keep it going and to continue to work on it, then it's just going to be so beautiful, you guys. And remember, too much water creates mud, too much earth will dry up all that water. So finding that healthy balance. I'm happy for you guys. All right, you get a woman holding a coin. I love this energy. 42 breaks down to 6. So this is Venusian energy. This is love and money. This is a very spectacular woman, because she's somebody who wants to invest in you. For me, she's a blend of the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Passion, sexy, stable, hardworking, nurturing, you know, like the perfect, you know, I feel like she's the perfect partner for this King of Pentacles, King of Cups energy. But it's also a reminder, you know, that again, not everything is romantic, right? We're not all about that 100% of the time. And this is somebody who wants to invest in you, because they're seeing just how awesome you really are. Goddess of the Moon, trusting your intuition. I love that. 52 breaks down to a 7. That's about your spiritual journey. Ooh, financial constraints. Some of you guys might be feeling a sense of lack, but I really feel like you're moving out of that. And I feel like you're moving in, you're stepping into your power. Divine Feminine is moving out of that feeling of lack, or it's Divine Masculine. But either way, it's sort of like these wounds are healing, and it might be a healing that you guys go through together. Okay, because for me, yes, I mean, this can obviously be like in the material world, you know, not having enough, not having your needs met. But for me, this is a card of the hungry ghosts, or it's that scarcity complex. It's kind of moving out of that, realizing that you're enough, that you're more than enough, and that you deserve this. Goddess of the Moon, this is my Hecate energy. This is my, you know, my other tarot readers, my healers, those of you working with moon magic. Guess what? It's working. It's working. All right, adjacent possibilities. So again, we get another 42 breaking down to a 6, or 24 breaking down to a 6. So it doesn't, Spirit's saying this is really fated. Like, don't worry, anyway, it's fated. Whichever way, you know, the cookie crumbles, right? Or whichever way you crack the whatever, I don't know what the saying is, you're going to get to the same place, because destiny has, you know, has a hand in all of this, right? all tied up in reverse, 23. So again, this is just getting out of your own head, right? Trust in this. Have faith in this, you guys. All right, I'm going to pull some angels. I always want to say angels and demons. I think that was a Dan Brown novel back in like the early 2000s. This is Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. It's a fabulous, fabulous deck. Do check out also, please, I did your Mercury retrograde readings, and I used this Oracle deck. And, you know, anyway, just check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the Mercury retrograde. They're a little bit shorter. All right, Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Yeah, so trust how you're feeling. Trust your heart. And that's you guys, this water energy. This is your energy. Trust your heart. Trust your feelings. Trust what's happening. Have faith. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Yeah, some of you guys out there, you're my star seeds. You guys are listening, my light workers, my healers. You know, this message is for you. You're moving out of this state of lack. We're getting so many blasts of energy with this solar eclipse. We just had the lunar eclipse, the full moon in Sag, this new moon, double new moon in Cancer. You know, we're going to be sick of ourselves. We have Mercury in Cancer going retrograde. You know, this whole summer is all about Cancer energy. So again, I love this. I love the pyramids there as well. Follow your voice, follow the voice of your soul, you know, follow what is your soul's journey, what is your purpose. You're going to know, because when you're happy, you're on the path of success, right? And so sometimes we can be really happy and then we let self-doubt creep in. So whether this is like a new relationship and you start, you know, looking at like where you might not be perfect, and if you start focusing on that, well, that's this energy of being all tied up, right? And Spirit saying, don't do that. There's no time for this. Trust how you're feeling. Trust how you're feeling. Please, please, please. All right, so I'm so excited to pull the Mermaid Oracle out for you guys. Well, the Mermaid cards, and these are all my old trusty friends. So let's see what messages. These tend to be love messages, but remember, love can mean many different things to all of us, so take it how it resonates. All right, Cancer. Wow. Whew. Yeah, for some of you, this is union. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. I just want you to soak that up for a second. That's the coming together of divine masculine and divine feminine. Could be in the 3D, it could be in the 5D, but it's breathing life back into your life, because I feel like some of you were really had given up on love, or had given up on success, or given up on financial independence. You know, and this is Spirit saying, no, like this is co-creating with Spirit. For some of you, it's co-creating with another soul, but for others of us, it's just finding that balance of the masculine and the feminine within. And that's what brings all of this success. That's what brings you that's your law of attraction. That's the sweet spot. You know, it's awesome, Cancer. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. And then you get adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. So I feel like, you know, for some of you guys, you were adrift for a while. And I feel like that's what you're sort of coming out of. But I think also with adjacent possibilities and the star ancestors, I think also, look at that. I wonder if we have Sirius showing up there. We have Orion's belt. Remember, Orion was Artemis's lover. And then she was tricked by her brother Apollo into, you know, shooting him in the head with an arrow. And when she found out what she had done, she begged her father Zeus to, you know, canonize him, to put him up into the heavens forever, you know, as sort of her tribute to him. So for some of you guys, this is hands down, this is a love situation. When I talk about law of attraction, it's also really important that you do detach, allow the universe time and space to deliver what's best for you. And we have a lot of heavy energies going on. So if it's not happening right now and it's not happening tomorrow, guess what? That's okay. It's also giving you the time to prepare for it, because this balance is needed. Okay, and you need to find that sort of that balance within before you can attract anybody else. And before you start attracting the wealth and the abundance that you need, that you want, that you desire. And, you know, it's gorgeous energy, you guys, gorgeous. All right, I'm going to wrap up this reading with our trusty Mystical Shaman Oracle. These are by, I'll get you the names in a second. These cards are just like have me completely mesmerized. Completely mesmerized. Final message for my Cancers. Taming the wind. Ooh, some of you guys have a connection with an air energy. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And taming of the wind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's go ahead and see. Number 55. This is a big change for you. This is a fluctuation. 55s can be instant manifestation. So for some of you, again, remember we had that Four of Cups coming out. You're going to realize just a tiny little shift in your perspective changes your world completely. All right, so number 55. The essence of the taming of the wind. It's also getting the big picture here with feathers. Some of you guys might be seeing feathers, might be getting signs and synchronicities. Here the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. Now, for those of you who have watched the Mercury in retrograde Cancer reading, I really hope I didn't freak you guys out with that. There was sort of a need for protection, but make sure that you're healing and clearing your space. You guys can use sage. You can do that through meditation. There are lots of different ways you can do that with Reiki. Okay, so you don't just have to use sage. You can use anything. All right, and you can do it yourself. Okay, it reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good of all. Yeah, so for some of you, this isn't going to be, like a 3D partnership, but for some of you guys, it is. Okay, for some of you, it's 3D partnership. For others, it's 5D. And for others, this is that balance within yourself, you and your higher self co-creating with spirit. All right, gorgeous. I love it. It's time to clear your energy, be present, and become conscious of how you communicate. Right? Mercury retrograde, so check out those readings. This is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into a cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony in your home or office, creating a sacred space to write about your dreams and desires. Just remember that when taming the wind appears as a symbol, it's time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. All right, Cancer, I love you guys so much. Thank you for your love and support. It's continual and it constantly blows my mind, and I'm humbled by it. I love you. Please have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.